We're on. Sweet. Oh, happy Sunday, everybody. What a fucking clown world we live in. Holy crap. Uh, so I caught some Russell Brand this morning, and he had I think it was a guy that worked for Coca-Cola and whatnot, and they're talking about big food and how bad it is for you and all that stuff. And I made a comment on there. It's like we don't eat. My wife and I do not eat fast food. It's been a couple years since we even got like a Dairy Queen burger, and then we're like, every time we've eaten that crap and stuff here and there, because it's like, oh, a little treat. But how damaging is that shit when you feel ill for a couple days after that? We eat moose, halibut. I get tuna. I make poke. We eat a lot of raw things. We eat a lot of, I process the meat. I make jerky. I turn pork belly in the bacon. We make our own shit, and then we have friends that, they raise chickens, and I know there's been a lot of problems with chickens and a lot of this gaslighting and propaganda with the shortage, the food, chickens. Well, they're spraying our fucking airs, of course. There's HARP, there's the DARPA, there's CERN. They're creating tornadoes ripping across. They're creating hurricanes. They're just all this destruction. You start looking at the plot. It's just like where I grew up outside of Glen Allen, AK. Yeah, well, Gakona, for over 30 years, there's been a HARP station there, and that's a weather. I mean, it's like predicting the aurora borealis. So when I was growing up as a kid, before all this nonsense, I know that the weather changing and Project uh, Blue Beam and all that shit was going on in the 50s and all this crap, but um, usually the only prediction when I was growing up as a kid is like, ooh, it's like 30 below out. We'll see some aurora borealis tonight because it's clear and it's 30 below out or 20 below out. And now we got it at like 40 degrees when it's still dark, and it's getting lighter out. It's light until after 9 o'clock here now, and pretty soon by June, I mean, we get 22 to 24 hours, just about 24 hours where the sun never even goes down. Then we'll start losing light, and then August, September, we actually get some darkness at night for a few hours, and then it just gets darker, darker, darker until December, and then we start gaining light again. So I love it. It's just part of my life. Living off the land, eating salmon, eating clams, eating oysters, eating just raw everything. I eat raw moose. I've eaten raw deer backstrap, nice and cold, sitting there hanging it up. But now I'm getting back to some of that. I'll be doing some more videos with my SARS meats. We've just been so busy back and forth with so many different places and whatnot. But can't wait for our week vacation up to the hills at our cabin. And yeah, just eat healthy. It's weird. All these people that they're so mentally indoctrinated and physically indoctrinated with all this nonsense of big pharma, FDA. Oh, trust the science, trust your doctor. It's like, no, I trust nature. I trust what nature does for me. Out on snowshoeing, going out trapping. You stop, you have some lunch, cook something up, build a little fire, get warm, take a little break. You know, eat some spruce tips. You could throw it in water. Melt some snow down, especially the good snow, not that yellow snow where the huskies go. But yeah, just some of the comments on that. Russell Brand on Rumble there. Some people are just, they don't get it. And I really believe it's because of the engineered recidivism, evil celebrating evil, people living off of the sickness of others lavishly. Look at how many billions of dollars, and millions of dollars all these fucking politicians and all these lobbyists and globalists are worth and everything. It's like, well, guess how they got rich? It's just monetary. Uh, the mentality of people with that rich or poor thing, that's a state of mind. That's not how much money you have in the bank. That's not how much money you have stored in your safe. It Being rich is a state of mind. Being poor is a state of mind. Being healthy is also a state of mind. Plus, you have to feed your mind and your body properly. And I find nature is the best way. Grow your own foods. It's like I keep telling people, people can't fathom that concept that yes, it is difficult at times. Yes, it is a lot of work to just live self-sustained. We have resources, people talking about, oh, the fucking Mojave Desert. Well, why would you live in a fucking desert? Go live in a tropical rainforest. Go live, where there's trees, where there's resources. Go to the desert for other reasons, like the Salt Flats or Mojave Desert there, Nevada, Utah, shit like that. It's like, well, you wouldn't live there, duh. And it's like, what is wrong with, like, really? That's not an example of living off the land. I mean, who would live out in the desert anyways? And you can make an oasis in a desert. Of course, it'd take a lot of work, but we have so many resources here in Alaska. I wish everyone could live and was raised the way I was. I think we'd have a lot better mentality with each other. There would be far less selfishness and greed. It's like, just work together and everything would be just fine. I mean, I don't know why that's so fucking difficult. Well, it's because people are selfish and lazy. There's a lot of them. The majority of the people are just so mentally apathied, with reality that they just can't even see it. And it's sad. It's really sad. As we live around it, it's like, sure, I like Cheetos. Sure, I like me cheesy poofs. I like my fucking Cheez-Its, but I can also make that stuff too. I can make my own cheese. Saving up all this stuff, it's like a lot of people that go to the food bank. But I've had boxes and boxes of food that they're just giving up because they're on assistance or whatnot. It's like, I know elders that, a lot of that stuff, friend of mine, he's 70 years old. He can't eat that crap. But he eats other crap too, but he knows that stuff's bad for him. But I'm always hooking him up with fish. He loves halibut. He loves salmon, chicken, all that stuff. So he eats fairly healthy, but a lot of that canned stuff that's got so much of the bad sodium in it. And it's like, no, everything I do with my meats and my curing and all that is pink Himalayan sea salt. Which is also kind of funny because they put an expiration date on that shit and it's like 250 million fucking years old. I don't think that pink Himalayan sea salt's gonna have an expiration date sitting on your shelf. Like, what the fuck? See, that's how stupid and indoctrinated everyone is. It's like, Jesus Christ, this is all these little fingers in your pie. And these motherfuckers did not help make the pie crust, let alone hunt, gather, and put the fillings into the pie. They didn't do nothing about it, but they want to tax you on it. Oh, you die? You want to give everything to your kids? Death tax. And say, what the fuck? Quit paying fucking taxes. This is nonsense. We should do a tax out. It's just like our road systems around here. They're getting hundreds of millions of dollars for our road systems just on the peninsula, the Kenai Peninsula alone. And we have some of the shittiest roads in Alaska. Imagine that. I know there's a lot of traffic and there's a lot of population here and stuff, and we get a lot of tourism, but that's no fucking excuse for wintertime. There's no tourists here. This is locals here and whatnot, and we can't even get our roads taken care of. And they're charging everyone property tax. I don't pay taxes. I don't pay property tax. I'm not a tax evader. No, I'm a free citizen of this fucking planet. My DNA is my own, my autonomy is my own. No one can tell me or regulate how I fucking live and how I eat and fucking steward the land properly. I give back to the land. It's not that difficult. Use your potash out of your woods. We're cutting down spruce beetle killed trees for firewood. We take steam baths, which Oh, ugh. We've been so wiped out and running so hard, man. I feel really haggard. But, you know, you get in that steam house, start getting some sun on your face. It's been ultimately nice out, but, you know, it's just crazy. So, hey, I'm going to try and catch the Salty Cracker re-stream tonight. It is Sunday. Happy Sunday. And, yeah, if I don't see you before Thursday, check out the Thirsty Thursday rants. I'm sure there's going to be more. Especially when you got these libraries everywhere, fucking down the states. And now I don't know if it's just it's a huge psyop, but you got all these fucking degenerate, fucking mentally ill piss goblins just fucking with lasers shining out of their buttholes, and there's kids in it. It's like libraries. It's like, no, we will not allow this shit here. No, no, there's zero tolerance here for that. We've already run it out of our town and our communities, and we will not stand for that shit here because it's dangerous, and you can see what's already happened. And there's already enough mental apathy because of instant gratification. So, anyways, we'll catch you later. See you tonight on the Salty Cracker Restream. Like I said, catch me every Thursday. I do my Thirsty Thursday rants with yours truly. And yeah, stay safe, stay salty, and stay vigilant. Remember, a positive collective consciousness is a good thing. It's super easy to be negative. Try and be positive. All right, we'll see you next time. It's your Salty Alaskan Rambo out.